All right, take a look at the Magnetic Helping Hands kit. Okay. Nice. So this is one of those things that you don't normally see with a magnetic base, but they definitely come in handy. I mean, a vise is just always a nice thing to have. We can see you got a nice thick base on here, and this is actually pretty nice. They got a rubber grip on there as well. But for any time you need to hold something still and you just need to hold it straight, this is going to be a fantastic tool to have for that. We got our magic clamp, a lot like the vise, except for this is going to be better for grabbing round objects. You can still grab objects right there on the tip, but it also attaches on the back on that 1/4-20, so you can put this on a flexible arm so you can put it anywhere you want to. Whereas the vise is just going to be sitting straight like that. So very nice having both of those options. Okay, so this is one of my favorite styles of holding boards because these guys, well, very magnetic on here. But you can see it's just got a magnetic base, and then they're also attracted to each other, and they got these points on the top. So if you want to, you can put the holes on the corners of the boards right over those points to hold it, or you can put it right in that corner. So you can take these and press them together to hold that board in place. So these things are fantastic. We got 5 alligator clips. We got 5 more. Okay, that's a ton. We got 4 of these flexible arms. So you can see we got a nice big strong magnet on the bottom. You can flex these however the heck you want to, and they will stay in that shape. So it looks like we are going to have an extra. We're just going to take this guy, throw it in that hole, and then we're going to take one of these thumb screws and thread that in. So that is going to hold that in place. And I also really like to see that we got that insulation on there so we don't have to worry about that damaging the wire. Cool, so we got our magic arm. This has a gigantic magnet on the bottom. What's cool about this is you can just loosen this up and you can move it around whichever direction you want to. And when you lock it down, that'll hold this arm in place, but it also holds everything else in place. So these things are fantastic. We can use that with this clamp, and it's actually got a 3/8 and a 1/4-20 on there, so we can use that with whatever the heck we want to, but since we got this, we'll use it like that. And now we got a nice heavy-duty arm. There we go. We got our magnifying glass. It has a fairly good magnification on it. This is bendable, so you can put that however the heck you want to. And if we look at the other side, we can see that it is also a ring light. So if we take this wire, we've got power, brightness down, brightness up, and color temperature. And here we got our base plate. We got the brand on the bottom, nose big. We don't want to see that. We can just flip it around to the other side, but I kind of like having that up there. It actually looks pretty nice. So if we flip that over, we can take these feet and stick those on, so that'll give us a little bit of elevation, and it will also help to protect the desk. We also have this hanging hook right here, so if we want to, we can take the whole thing and put it right on a hook. And then last up, we got some extra rubber padding for that vise, so if we ever damage it, we can just take these strips off and put on brand new padding. That's actually very nice. And we have a power supply for that magnifier. So if we don't have a USB port available to plug in, we can just plug that directly into here, and then we can plug that directly into an AC outlet. So it says it's good for 100 to 240 volts, so it's good for international and domestic, and it outputs 2 amps at 5 volts. That is cool. So that is quite the setup. We got a whole bunch of these arms, got extra clips, we got our vise, and then we got our magic arm. So let's use this a little bit and do some soldering. So there we go, 4 new contacts. All I would have to do is snip off those leads and those capacitors would be ready to go. So yeah, overall, that is a very nice kit.